Hi there, everybody, and good morning to meteorologist Travis Kleneski here. Just shortly after 7 o'clock on this Thursday morning, we spent most of the night clear. It is chilly this morning. Winds are relatively light for now. Those will be picking up as we go through our day today. We are seeing a few clouds both across northern Nebraska and northern Kansas, far southern Nebraska. The bulk of the cloud cover today will be in the southern half of the viewing area, and then those will actually push back to the south later today as those northwesterly winds kick in, and they will be fairly strong again for today. Dry conditions in place, fire danger going to be high. Mostly clear skies tonight, winds dying back down. A colder night ahead of us here, well below freezing for most of us, so definitely a cold start to our Friday. During the daytime hours, some passing clouds out there. I'm going to call it partly cloudy. This time we pick up on more of a southerly wind, which is a good thing. That's going to help warm things up a little bit more for our day on Friday. In fact, we have some halfway decent days for both Friday and Saturday before things really change Saturday night with a cold front. So first off, with the winds and the dry conditions in place, I mentioned that fire danger being high today. A red flag warning is in place. Red flag warning, fire weather warning mean the same thing basically. And basically this is in place from noon all the way through 7 or 8 o'clock for the local 4 viewing area, shaded in pink. Most of central into southeast Nebraska as well as north central Kansas included in this fire warning or red flag warning for today. As for your temperatures for today, it's going to be a bit on the cool side out there for this time of the year, especially the farther north you go, where some places will be stuck in the 40s. I'm a little concerned that the Tri-Cities struggle to get to 50 today, to be honest. A few short-term forecast models are really struggling. I'm really hoping the westerly components of the wind will help at least a little bit. It will be a little bit better to our southwest, where some might make it to the upper 50s later this afternoon. But then quite cold tomorrow morning. We're dropping back into the 20s for overnight lows, including maybe a few spots into the lower 20s. And because it's now, the growing season really hasn't begun for most of us yet, but down in northeast Kansas, it's a little closer to the beginning of the growing season. So down there in northeast Kansas, including Republic County in the local 4 viewing area, a freeze warning is in place from 2 a.m. this morning or tomorrow morning until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. As we get into tomorrow afternoon, a little better, 50s east, near 60 in the Tri-Cities, more 60s to our west, and maybe even a few low 70s farther to the west. So a better day expected for our Friday with a bit of a brisk southerly wind for tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, not nearly as cold. We'll stay above freezing for tomorrow night into Saturday morning. There is going to be a small chance of rain Friday night, mainly after midnight. Doesn't look like a very great chance, but can't completely rule that out. And then as we jump into your Saturday, kind of an interesting day because there could be a wide range in temperatures. The south, we could see 70s, whereas the north, struggling to 50 degrees, going for 60s in the Tri-Cities area here. And this is all ahead of a cold front that will be making its way southeastward into the area Saturday night, and that brings an end to any nice weather for a while here as we look at the long-range forecast. Again, summing up those 3 days we just talked about here today, 52 tomorrow, 60 and 65 on Saturday. Again, a small chance of light rain Friday night and into your day on Saturday. Even Saturday night, still a small chance of rain, better chances to our northwest. Those chances get better as that cold front moves southeastward. We'll really pick up on better rain chances after midnight Saturday night. We bumped that chance up to a 70% chance of rain after midnight Saturday night, and eventually transitioning to snow early Sunday morning around sunrise, close to sunrise there. And that snow is going to continue to fall during the day on Sunday, especially in the morning hours, with a little bit less of a chance in the afternoon, wrapping up by the evening, Sunday evening there. It's going to be windy, it's going to be cold. The chances are looking a little bit better for accumulating snowfall. Recent forecast models over the last 24 hours are actually upping that chance a little bit compared to what I was thinking 24 hours ago. Now, beyond that system, not as much precipitation Monday through Wednesday. There are a few forecast models that hint at a few flurries from time to time, but it's going to be chilly early to middle portions of next week here, and that takes us through the 15th of the month, right through the middle of the month there. So it's going to be chilly, especially at night, way below freezing. We're talking upper teens and lower 20s. That's unusually cold for this time of the year. Now, I do want to go back real quick, starting Saturday night. This is the European forecast model. Rain chances increasing, but then again, by sunrise Saturday or Sunday morning, we're going to be looking at rain transitioning over to snow. Those winds out of the north going to be fairly strong too, so some blowing snow is a possibility. We'll see some accumulating snowfall there during the day on Sunday, and then the chances start to wind down later in the day Sunday into Sunday evening. So that's the European forecast model. How about the GFS forecast model? Maybe a little more aggressive with the rain initially with this system, and then again transitioning over to that snowfall in the Tri-Cities around sunrise on Sunday morning. We'll keep the snow chances through the day on Sunday. Maybe not quite as much snow compared to the European forecast model, and then once again kind of winding down towards the end of the day Sunday. So what does this all mean? Well, right now I'm kind of in the mindset of 1 to 3 inches of snow for much of the area, maybe slightly higher amounts to the north. The big question mark is, will this initially be melting when it first starts to snow? Because of the warmer day we're expecting Saturday, some of the snow may initially melt on the surface. Plus, it's not going to be an overly cold night Saturday night, Sunday morning. I mean, we're only getting down to around the freezing point or so. So some of this is going to melt. So again, right now I'm kind of in that range of 1 to 3 inches, highest amounts up north, some places maybe a little more up towards the north. But after that, not much snow. It should melt off early next week. We're in April, so it usually melts off pretty quickly this time of the year, but might have to get the shovels out on Easter Sunday. So looking at the high temperature trend over as we go through the next 7 to 10 days, again, today below average, a little closer to average tomorrow and into your Saturday, maybe even slightly above average Saturday. Then we take the plunge. Sunday, early to middle portions of next week, rather chilly, maybe finally seeing some recovery by next Friday and Saturday to the 50s and 60s as things try to get at least a little bit better around these parts. So there you go. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that you'd like to leave me, please feel free to contact me on either Facebook or on Twitter. My information is there at the bottom of the screen if you do have any questions about what's coming over the next couple of days. I'll tell you, no severe weather in our future. We start to think about severe weather this time of the year. Sunday could be interesting down in the southern United States, Alabama, Mississippi, those states. Could be a little bit more severe weather in those locations, but for us, we're just talking about snow, cold, and wind on Easter Sunday. So there you go. There is your forecast for your Thursday. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Kleneski. Enjoy your day. Don't get blown away today. We'll talk to you all again tomorrow morning. God bless. Bye.